Man, here we go, here we go. Gotta be excited. Let's get this baby set up. Yeah. What's happening? What's happening? Looks like, well, we got 1,000,000 Collins just joined. Cool. We are about to get down tonight. That's right. Champions and Legends. Yes, we are a CBD-based sports supplement company designed for athletic preparation, performance, and recovery. And we're going to be talking to exciting athletes, folks that I'm telling you, I'm impressed with. So let's just see who shows up. We're waiting for Kobe to show up. Let me see if we can get this set up. Yes, we're just about to get rolling. And all right. Okay, we're just waiting for Kobe to get here. And then we will rock and roll. Let's see here. All right. I see everybody out there. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? There's Crystal. I know we're going to see you a little bit later. And Mitch Gonzalez, nice to see you, sir. From the creative bunch out there. Yes. So once again, those of you who do know me, I'm Uchenna, and I am here representing Champions and Legends. That's right. Champions and Legends is a CBD-based sports supplement company. We produce supplements for athletic preparation, performance, and recovery. And you know, it's interesting because we are a CBD company, but the whole idea is to help people be the best version of themselves, right? Be the best version of themselves through CBD. So let's see if Kobe's here yet. Let's go ahead and see where he's at. Okay. All right. All right. Well, Kobe, waiting for you, brother. All right. Well, that's all right. He's not here yet, but we are just getting started. So I can see all of you guys are asking a few questions out there, and folks are joining in, and I do not see Kobe yet. That's all right. I actually have our logo up, but I'm going to put him on blast here in a second if I don't see him. He is our first guest. Let's see, I'll invite him in. I'll invite him again. Hang with me, y'all. Hang with me, y'all. Dead space, dead air is not the worst thing in the world. There we go. All right. All right, Kobe. I'm waiting for you, brother. You have a great story, and I want to share it. Well, there he is. There he is. All right, all right, all right. Mr. Gibson. Yes. Come on in, man. There he
Hi,
is.
how we
Oh,
doing?
there you are, brother.
My bad, my bad. I'm not good on this technological stuff, you know what I mean?
Man, man, I thought you were going to leave me hanging for a second there.
Wouldn't dream of it, bro. Wouldn't dream of it. How you guys doing today?
All right, real good, real good. We got a great audience out there today. Everyone, this is Kobe Gibson. He is a bodybuilder. He did play pro football, or actually played football, college football.
Yes, sir.
And now is a personal trainer, and he's doing it big with Illuminate Sweat, right?
Right, guys. So that's why I was a little bit late. I actually just got done teaching a group class at 7 p.m. We're over here on the west side of Houston. I-10 and Voss. We have a group training facility. We're bringing personal training to a group setting. You know, not a lot of people can afford group training, so we do it at an affordable rate. We just want to make sure that everybody really, really gets that quality training in, is not afraid to start that workout, and, you know, knows how to do it the right way in the beginning.
Right, right. Well, listen, you know, I've worked out with you, and you are a beast, and I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Amen, bro. It's easy to train folks like you, bro. It's a pleasure, honestly.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you said it's a pleasure to torture me is what you're saying, right?
Well, I mean, it's all about how you look at it.
Okay.
That's going to be perspective, baby.
But I actually want to get right into it.
Yes, sir.
Your athletic journey is interesting because it leads to a little bit of what we talk about. So just go ahead and share a little bit about your journey.
So personally, I started out, I played, you know, pretty much every sport growing up. Whenever I got into high school, things started to interfere with each other, chose baseball and football. I started my career, played a little bit of junior college baseball. It led me into actually playing football at the University of Oklahoma. I switched about halfway through into my career there. I became a personal trainer shortly afterwards. I was actually diagnosed with a herniated disc my senior year of football. It actually made me quit about halfway through my last season. So about halfway through my last season, I was diagnosed with an L5-S1 herniated disc, about a 3 to 4 millimeter. Now, personally, this one protruded out the back, so it actually impinged both of my nerves running down the sides of my legs.
Whoa.
So, had a little bit of nerve issues, had a little bit of pain issues, had a little bit of sleeping issues. So, you know, doctors tried to prescribe me painkillers, tried to get me surgery, all this. So I became a personal trainer, started my own stability muscle training, started using products that would help naturally without actually, you know, hurting the liver, you know, hurting other organs, you know, taking a back seat to things that are going to help me. So I incorporated a few products into my regimen, but ultimately, you know, what has gotten me off of most medications personally, and I'm really looking forward to most of the new champions and legends coming out, because I have tried a CBD for the past couple of years, and guys, it's been a godsend. I mean, not only did it get me off of my antidepressant medication at the time, anti-anxiety, blood pressure medication, what's the
Anxiety?
No, for when you get like heartburn and stuff. Zantac is really what they put me on.
So gut health oriented.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I actually quit taking like 4 or 5 medications, sleeping pills at the time. Guys, this pain was giving me the most just anxious feeling all the time. And guys, I haven't taken any of that since I started. So it's been truly, truly a blessing.
Well, we're looking forward to you being a champions and legends athlete. And, you know, what you're telling me is, now, were you using the, like, ingestibles, or were you using topicals? How are you using the product?
Well, truth be told, I was only using an oral, and I honestly don't even know how quality it was. Reading up on these new champions and legends, just the way it's actually applied and the way it's, you know, utilizes the full strand. I mean, I'm ultimately looking forward to all of the benefit ratios, because honestly, guys, the more medications that you can cut out and the more things that you can do naturally, it's not only going to help you the way you feel, but it's going to help your liver. It's going to help your gut health. It's going to help your kidneys for sure. So,
right, the kidneys for sure. I mean, you know, I've taken a lot of pain meds over the years, not the pharmaceutical necessarily, but the over-the-counter stuff. And I've been reading up on how that just tears you down. It really takes.
Man, it's our cost to benefit ratio really just ain't even there, man.
Right, right, right. Now let's talk about this whole bodybuilding thing.
What do you
Okay.
want to talk about, Stud?
Well, I mean, you know, that takes a lot of preparation. It takes a lot of, you know, every day you have to work on that. Even if you're not lifting, you have to eat right. And you have to do a whole bunch of things that are related to that. And Champions and Legends really is about preparation, performance, and recovery. And
Right.
you have that whole spectrum going on when you are going through it. Now, as you go and tell your story, I have a picture that I'm going to share. And, oh, yeah, who is that?
That's me, bro.
What
That's
is,
me. It's all filters, it's all shading,
that's you,
Photoshop.
man.
Yeah, the
Little
photographers, they did a great job. Yes, sir. So, guys, just hearing him talk, honestly, you know, what I hear in this is more, it's not like it's structure, right? I mean, once you have these things set in place, you're, you know, preparing for success, right? What's that saying? A failure to prepare is preparing to fail.
Hey, there you go. There
You know
you
what I mean? Set yourself up for success, guys. I mean, ultimately, whenever you have all these things in line, everything falls into place. I mean, with me, as long as I keep my lifting regimen, as long as I keep my internal health regimen, my spiritual health regimen, and everything, all the above, guys, it all just falls into place. So my biggest recommendation would be just to create a little bit of structure. I mean, putting your best foot forward day, you know, making a conscious, healthy decision every single day. In 365 days, that's 365 extra healthy decisions you make.
Right, right, right. George has just chimed in, a buddy of mine. He's loving what you're saying right now.
My man.
Yeah, you're right on point. Now, okay, so a lot of our products actually tie in the preparation, and then like some of the soft gels that you can take orally.
Yeah.
And then when you're on stage, I mean, that has to be a very intense moment, and anxiety must be at its height.
Well, you kind of try to put that aside, Uchenna. You can't really think of that at the moment, or you're going to get a little bit caught up. I mean, it's just like giving a speech or anything else, guys. Just focusing on your next move. I mean, ultimately, they're there to watch you. You know, they're in the stands for a reason. So just worry about what you're doing next. And
Right.
I mean, it does get super anxious being up there, but honestly, guys, the things that you do to prepare yourself for this, it's just like anything else. I mean, you prepare yourself to be on stage, you prepare yourself to study for a test. As long as you're ready, ain't nothing to it.
You ready to go? Well, see, and the last but not least is the recovery stage, man.
Yes,
You know, you go through soreness and all that. Now, there is a process that you go through to recover from not only those intense workouts, but after you've come off that stage and you've been preparing for it for 6 months.
It's almost a decompression, man. I mean, it's a weight off your shoulders, especially when things turn out the way you want them to.
Right, right, right.
But yeah, I mean, coming off that, guys, I mean, you know, getting done with that extreme intense training, you need to go through a recovery period, almost a deloading period, to where you're extra careful on your joints, extra careful on your ligaments. After running something so strenuous, it has a tendency to be strenuous on the organs. So you want to do things to make sure and get your natural health back into order, your natural enzymes. So regardless if that's taking something more natural and taking, you know, less pharmaceutical, that's what I would recommend.
Okay. Well, listen, man, you know, I truly appreciate you making time for me today.
Pleasure.
And I definitely will be seeing you down at Illuminate Sweat and work out on now that we're starting to get out of the shelter in place stage. So,
yeah, we're here for you, bro. Guys, we do online workouts. We have in-studio workouts. Just search Illuminate Sweat. You can follow me at Gibson Colby. I'll give you guys a follow back. I love to interact, guys.
Awesome. Awesome. So thanks a lot, brother. I appreciate you. And we will see you soon.
Hopefully, brother.
Absolutely. God will.
Right?
Take care.
My man.
Well, guys, I mean, now you know why I like this guy. He's a stud. And you know, he is a solid guy, man. So we next have this guy right here. Now, this is Trey Williams, and he's a professional football player, another guy that I've had the pleasure of working out with. Let's see if he is in the queue, ready to go. Let's see here. All right. He's supposed to be waiting for me over there in the queue. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. So we've just invited him back. I think we've kind of gone a little long with Kobe, but you know, he's a good dude and he has a lot of good things to share with us as a professional trainer and of course, workout guy. Wow. So, you know, you guys might have a couple of questions. You know, I think one of the things that Kobe talked about was, yeah, let me see. Oh, well, looks like my man is here. Let me open him up. Boom. Add him. Trey Williams, come on in. Come on in the room, man. There he is. There he is. Hey.
What's going on, man?
How's it going, my man?
Hey, man, I'm thankful every day. You know, can't complain too much.
Exactly, man. This guy, you're intense, man. And I've enjoyed knowing you over the years. Thank you for coming on to the Champions and Legends, you know, weekly Warrior Happy Hour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, here, man.
Yeah. Now, you know, I always want to start off, as you can see over my shoulder, there's a guy behind me over my shoulder. I think you might recognize him.
I love it.
Now, y'all don't know, those of you don't know Trey. He is an A&M superstar. Okay, he's one of those guys that his legacy is still living on back at A&M, and then he went on to the NFL, and we're talking about all types of accolades from the Patriots. I mean, I'll let you tell the story, man. You know, you've been in the NFL.
Yeah, man, I've been all over there. I've just been all over the leagues, man, from the NFL to the XFL to the AAF. You know, I've played for, you know, the Redskins. Actually, I was just talking about this with my brother, my oldest brother. Been with the Redskins, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the Dolphins, to the Steelers, to the Colts. You know, I've been on like 7 different NFL teams, and you know, like I said, it's all been a blessing. You know, just a blessing through my whole career, and you know, it never stops. It continues.
Right. Well, listen, man, the reason that I really wanted to have you on is because of your regimen. And as you know, I'm in the CBD business now, and we're all about athletes. We're all about people, you know, experiencing the best version of themselves, whether they're the pro level like you or, you know, a person who works out in HIIT classes or does, you know, CrossFit or whatever. That intensity makes you a warrior, right? And you know, you as a running back, man, have been, I mean, how many car accidents do you get into a game?
And that's all day. That's pretty much the whole game, pretty much.
Right. So, you know, you have a regimen and the things that you do to prepare for games. But, you know, what I was really, really interested in talking to you about is what do you do to recover? Because I'm telling you, after those games, I know you got bruises, you got aches and pains, strains, all kinds of stuff, and you got to be ready for the next week.
Yeah. No, really, you know, I tried some CBD. You know, when I was in the NFL, I would take, you know, medicine, you know, like pharmaceutical medicines, and I learned that, you know, that can only do so much, you know, for you, as opposed to, you know, going the organic route. Like I've been going the organic route lately, you know, trying to, you know, I've been taking sea moss, you know, for my body. You know, sea moss is good for the joints and you know, just pretty much overall body. So I've been going the organic route lately, and I've been seeing a lot of differences in my body. Like the difference, I've seen the difference in my body, the stuff that is done for me. And I've tried some CBD oil, but
Right.
you know, it's cold. Normally it's cold tub and you know, rest, cold tub and sea moss. And I'll take some vitamin D every now and then, but that's pretty much how I handle my body. It's just really learning about your body. What can your body take and how your body takes it.
Well, you know, I'm looking forward to introducing you to the products that we produce, you know, because they are designed for the athlete at your level as well as everyone else. And it's an all-natural product. I know that, you know, even back when I had the chance, I like to say I worked out with you, but I was like following you guys do the workout. But, you know, I felt like I was working out with you guys, and you guys are very, very intense. So I'm looking forward to introducing you to some things that, some of our products that really are based on your main regimen. And that whole recovery piece, huge, huge. So we'll definitely talk more about that. You know, one of the other questions that I have for you is, you know, the XFL, you have managed to stay in shape through every like sort of lull that you've had between major teams. Is that a nutritional thing as much as a physical thing, or are we talking about, is it just natural talent?
I'll tell you this, man. This honestly, I would say it's more of a mental thing than a you know, because at the end of the day, it's about your mental. Because if you don't have it right mentally, man, it's not too far you can go. I mean, like it's really just staying there mentally and having it to where, okay, like I know I'm good enough. I know my worth. You know, it's knowing your worth, knowing how good you are really. Because a lot of guys lose it, you know, whenever they get off a team or get, you know, cut from a team, or, you know, that's part of the game, you know.
Right.
Part of it with me was just believing in myself at the end of the day, believing in myself and continuing to stay on it, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty inspired by Nipsey Hussle, you know, like to just never quit. That like stuck with me, to never quit. And knowing that I get to, you know, we get to, not necessarily we supposed to. It's not like we get to wake up. We get to, it's a mindset. We get to wake up. We get to,
Right.
we get to you know, talk. I get to talk to you. You know, that's how I look at it, going on a day-to-day basis, and that helped me through the long. You know, I'm still here, and I'm not quitting. I'm giving my all out here. It's not.
Right. I seen you work out, man. I seen you do your thing, and the intensity is 100. I got to see you play in Houston when you were with the Dragons, XFL. So I was at that game when you were out here, and it was boss, man. You did great. So listen, I just wanted to thank you for, you know, showing me that love, coming up to the happy hour, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again when you're on your next team. Absolutely. Can you hear me?
Sorry, this dude's.
Your signal might be a little bit, but it's all good, man. But I was just thanking you for coming out and hanging out with me during the happy hour. I appreciate it, man. You coming out and hanging out with me. All right?
I appreciate you having me on here.
Absolutely. Peace, my brother. Peace.
Peace.
All right. So, hey, there you have it, man. Right from, right from the NFL, guys keeping at it, trying to do the best that he can do. And I'm excited. I mean, I'm almost speechless because, you know, these guys, they don't have to spend that time with me, but they have taken the time to show that kind of love and share the inside scoop on what, and that's what this happy hour is about, really talking to the athletes of all levels and giving them the opportunity to share their experience. And, you know, we'll talk a little bit about CBD, we talk a little bit about their regimen, and then we'll keep moving on, right? So my final guest, very special woman, a marathoner, and a nutritionist, Dr. Crystal Hadnot. Let me see where she is and see if she's ready to come on. Let's see here. Okay. Hang with me now. Hang with me. There she is. All righty. She's gonna come on, and there she is. There she is. She's coming on now. Come on, Crystal. All right. Trying to let you in. I'm waiting for you, girl. I'm trying to get you in here. There she is. Let's see if we can get her this time. So now all I gotta do is let her in. Come on in, Crystal. Time is a wasting. I'm waiting for you. She's active. I'm sending her an invitation. She's got the invitation. So all she's got to do is connect. Well, what I will do, let's see, what I will do is put up Crystal's picture, and here she is. I think she's about to come on. She's connecting. There she is. What's happening?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I was having a conversation with this Crystal until you got here.
Yeah, every time you click it, it kept starting over. I was like, stop! Stop clicking! Stop clicking!
Right, hey, I'm supposed to invite you. Okay. But welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you.
Oh, I'm so glad to be a part of this. You had me in here with athletes, like real athletes, like professional football players. Wow, I'm impressed. Thank you.
No,
Thank you for thinking so highly of me.
Well, absolutely, because you bring something special. Okay, you definitely bring something special.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm with Champions and Legends, and we produce CBD-based sports supplements for athletic preparation, performance, and recovery. That's what we do.
Yes.
So tell me a bit about what you do.
I run a couple of miles, and I'm a nutritionist.
Wow. Wow. Now you're going to act all shy.
Okay. Well,
Dr.
most people know me as a marathon runner. But my first sport love, and I always have to give homage to, was I was a tennis player. So in my first life, I was a tennis player. Post tennis career, actually, I didn't start running until I was almost 30. So
wow. Okay.
Running came later in life for me.
It must have been fun watching you run around the tennis court because you're a little smaller and those girls are a little taller.
That gave me the added advantage.
Okay.
They had to hit low.
They had to get low. Okay.
But my coach was only 5'4", so I'm 5'2", but Zena Garrison, shout out to Zena Garrison, my coach. Is only 5'4", and she got 5 gold medals. So hey,
it's all about the will, you know.
All about the will.
So
yes.
I really wanted to, your athletic journey is very interesting, and you also this whole nutrition piece. We've been kind of dancing around this subject, you and I, for kind of known each other because I have some commitment issues with eating well.
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit and your business that surrounds it. Okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm a marathon runner, and I actually got into marathon running because of an accident I had on the job. I was at work one day, and I was working all day, not doing the good thing because I didn't eat all day. So I got lightheaded and I slipped and fell at work. And I ended up becoming paralyzed on my left side from hip to foot. Fast forward, went through therapy and all this good stuff. And they were like, hey, this is about as good as it's going to get. You're going to have a cane and that's it for the rest of your life. And I was like, that's not sexy. I was in my mid to late 20s. And I was just like, there's no way I can pick up a guy with a cane or wear my stilettos. So we're going to have to find another option. And so I told them, you know what, one day I'm going to run a marathon. And they were like, she can't even walk without a cane. How in the hell she's going to run a marathon?
Right.
And so that was always my ultimate goal when I was going through therapy. And that's kind of was my drive and my push. And so end up actually leaving therapy and started my own therapy process. At the time, I was already a certified nutritionist. And so I knew that there were certain foods that will help the body heal in a certain way.
Right.
So I did what I knew from a nutrition standpoint to help my body recover and heal the way it needed to. And I also incorporated Pilates, and this one I really got into Pilates and fell in love with Pilates and ended up regaining full mobility. And within 9 months of me doing my own training and my own nutrition regimen, I ran my first marathon in Washington, D.C., the Marine Corps Marathon. So,
Okay.
and fast forward 15 years later, I've run about 200 marathons. So I guess I'm doing pretty good.
I think you're official. You're definitely official. Okay.
Doing pretty good.
So when we talk about foods,
Yeah.
we talk about marathon running. I mean, I tried to do the Houston Marathon, and just to kind of give you an idea, I weigh about 225 pounds.
But you're tall.
Yeah, it's not about the stride. It's about that hard cement out there. And,
Yeah.
you know, I got to the, I don't know, 15-mile training, and my knees started to talk crazy to me. You know what I mean? They were like,
that, and a lot of times it's because people don't fuel the body properly, and don't understand what to do to fuel it properly. Because you have to not only feed your body, you have to feed the muscles to support it, but you also have to make sure that you're not eating inflammation to add on to the inflammation that builds up into your joints. Because when your body's under stress, inflammation happens as a protector. And so if you start feeding your body inflammation on top of the inflammation that already exists, that's where the pain comes in, the joint pain perspective comes in.
Yeah, I didn't know all that. All I knew was it hurt.
Yeah. So what happens is it's when you have inflammation, I tell people it's always a plus. Inflammation is just your body's signal of healing. Like you catch a scar or a scrape or a cut, or your body's under a lot of stress, or you under mental stress. It's just the body's way of protecting itself. And so what happens is when we have that chronic stress, chronic inflammation, that's where issues come about.
Okay, I hear that. You know, it's interesting because all the things that you're talking about is it's really the path that the whole CBD movement really has been.
Yeah.
Inflammation, you know, stress.
Yeah.
You know, and pain control are the top three, I mean, amongst a whole bunch of other things. Now, I mean, you've had a journey with CBD yourself.
Yes,
and
I have. And so, in my journey with CBD actually came post becoming a marathon runner. 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. And for people that don't really understand what an autoimmune disease is, basically, it's like when your body actually attacks itself. So your immune system naturally, and that's the inflammation, naturally targets like viruses or pathogens or bacteria that's in your body. Mm-hmm. And basically your immune system is there to protect it. But when you have an autoimmune disease, basically your body is in overdrive or overload. So there's like this war even against healthy tissues and joints and organs in your skin. And so your whole body is under attack. And so I have, I have 3 autoimmune diseases. And so CBD became a part of, again, being a nutritionist and understanding medication, not to knock medication, not to knock doctors, but I always tell my clients is that you not only have to, when you take medication, your body not only has to heal from whatever you're taking the medication from, but now it has to heal from the toxins of the medication. So your body goes through a 2 times healing process. And so since my body was already under so much stress and attack, I didn't want to take the traditional medication route. So that's why I chose CBD. Plus, CBD can serve as, like you said, a plant-based anti-inflammatory. But specifically when it comes to autoimmune disease, it actually slows down your T cell production. And my T cells were like 10 times as fast because I had Graves' disease, which means my metabolism, everything was like at a speed up rate. But it also suppresses the immune system memory, which actually lessens the likelihood of you having a flare up or an attack, because autoimmune diseases, there's no cure, but you can have constant attacks. Like one of the news lines today was talking about Wendy Williams. She actually has Graves, the same as me. And then she had to leave her show this week because she's in a flare up, and because of the natural stresses that are happening with a COVID-19, but it can cause a flare up. But CBD actually suppresses the likelihood of you having a future flare up. And so that's another reason why I chose the CBD route. And just here recently, actually, there's a Harvard study that came out that it also, with people specifically with autoimmunes, it can also potentially reduce cell damage that takes place within the body. So there's all these different pluses for individuals who have an autoimmune disease, where you don't have to worry about taking endless amounts of medication, because when you have an autoimmune disease, like I said, your whole body is under attack. So you end up taking several different types of medications on top of steroids. But if you can limit the amount of medication or just completely do away with medication, it's just a little bit more healthier route for your body, and you don't have to put your body under even more stress than it's already under.
You know, I kind of wish that my mom was able to experience the CBD craze. Years and years ago, she suffered from a degree of lupus. So, you know.
And for lupus patients, it shows miracles for people with lupus. So,
Just about 25 years, a little too late, you know. But listen, you know, there is so much information to share about CBD and nutrition and so on. I want to invite you back for another happy hour down the road here.
Sure, I'm here for you.
All right. I appreciate that.
You got me in your corner. I'm a fan.
Hey,
I get to be with the cool kids. You won the amazing race. Like, you're the cool kid.
Oh man, you know, that's what I'm saying.
I'm running marathons, but you running around the world.
Well, you know what? Now with the better nutrition, I might have done it a little faster the second time.
I was about to say, you needed me as your coach.
Absolutely, maybe partner. You know, having your coach run. You know, hey, that might, I don't know.
You had the right partner for the right time.
Exactly. Hey, listen, Crystal, thank you so much for your time and your wonderful energy. You know, this happy hours is the first one. We're going to do them every week as long as we can.
Well, I'm here. You know, like I told you, I am a total fan of CBD. I've been on CBD for 4 years. And what I didn't tell all your people that are chiming in is that I never have taken medication, and I'm still running races. I have no flare-ups. Like, my T levels are at a normal rate. So my body is not presenting any markers of an autoimmune disease.
Wow.
And I also have what's called RA, rheumatoid arthritis, and I'm running marathons. And so I'm just saying, and I'm not on any prescription medication.
Right. You're beating the odds. And
so it's CBD and nutrition.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and we will be speaking again.
All right. I look forward to it.
All right. Well, happy Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon. All right?
All right. Bye.
Thanks again, Crystal. Well, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for spending that time with us. If you haven't already, follow us at Champions and Legends. Get dialed in. We're about to do some interesting things with some interesting people with a very, 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 very useful and interesting product. So, you know, we have product rollouts coming out, athlete announcements. I mean, we have some guys that are dialing up and joining our team that will blow your mind. Contests are, of course, all that kind of fun. Get some swag, you know what I'm saying? And all kinds of other special promotions. But I just want to thank you all for coming and joining us on the Weekly Warrior Happy Hour. Cheers.